There's this one thing, and if you get it wrong, your team will hate you. It's a little thing, but it really matters. How do I know? Well, because 4 million people watched this little video.
Bolo Watifi, Olo Wasamilori, Olo Wadamilola, Oyan Kunle, Ayan Fea Olowa, Emmanuel Michael Oladele.
What's going on there is me reading a difficult name and getting it pretty close to right. Honestly, it was me. I'll do it again in the middle of the video to prove it. 4 million people watch that because they know getting someone's name right matters. And they know that getting someone's name wrong hurts. You can't be bothered to learn my name means you don't know me, you don't respect me, you don't care about me. Names matter. How we handle them as leaders matters. That little video got me thinking about the huge mistakes I've seen people make and how to avoid them. So today, we're going to make sure that you never again have to feel that fear of looking at a new employee's name or a guest's name and having no clue how to pronounce it. I'm a university dean, and that little video is me doing the best bit of my job, naming our students out loud at graduation. And we have students from 140 countries, so we have to work on it a little bit to get it right. A day or two before the ceremony, we get the list of 200 to 300 names we're going to have to read out. And people always ask me, how long do you spend practicing? Well, the honest answer is, I usually spend about an hour with each list on the day of the ceremony. Some of the students will have provided phonetic pronunciations, and sometimes the internet helps. But most often, it's just that I've read out lots of names over the years. So Adebayo is as familiar a surname as Jenkins. Boluwatife is not that much more complicated than Veronica. But have you ever seen someone do this? Oh my, okay, I'll have a go at this. Is it Nyameni? That's so hard. Can I call you Naya? It's utterly embarrassing for the manager stumbling over the name and for Nyaminipa. His very first interaction with a new boss is this excruciating mess. You see, names are really important. Your name is a direct link with you, the person. If I know your name, I know you a little bit. If I stumble and mess up your name, I'm creating embarrassment on top of disrespect. And that's not a good recipe. So here are some quick rules for handling difficult names. Number one, if you have time to prepare, the internet is your friend. Literally Google how to pronounce Nyaminipa. You'll find a handful of videos and audio examples to help you. Do some practice, say it out loud to yourself, get your mouth used to it. And if you think you've got it, when you meet the person, say, hello, is it Nyaminipa? Did I get that right? Chances are the person will be pleased you made the effort to think about it and practice. They might be used to people getting their name wrong, and by trying to get it right, you'll have made a good first impression. If they offer a correction, you just apologize, say it back to them out loud once or twice, and promise to get it right in future. Number two, if you're faced with a difficult name and no time to prepare, just ask. When you meet the person, politely and directly say something like, hi, I'm Ben. Please tell me, how do you pronounce your name? Listen to how they do it and repeat it out loud once or twice, saying something like, Nyaminipa. That's very new for me. It's nice to meet you, Nyaminipa. If you're struggling, you can be self-deprecating, but don't make it their fault. It's very different to say, I'm sorry I'm finding this so hard, than saying, sorry, your name is just so difficult. Try it a couple of times and then move on. But if this is someone you're going to be working with, come back to it and practice when you're on your own. Number three, only use a short form that they give you. Don't guess, don't invent one. If you jump to a shortened or informal version without them suggesting it, at best it's rude, and at worst, it could be hurtful. If someone introduces themselves to you as James, don't start calling them Jamie. They said their name was James, call them James. My record-breaking friend, Bolu Watife, says, call me Bolu. So we do. But at his graduation, he wanted Bolu Watife, Ola Wasamilore, Ola Wadamilola, Oyan Kunle, Ayan Fiolua, Emmanuel Michael Oladele. So that's what he got. Number four, look out for hyphens. I have a couple of colleagues called Anne-Marie, and they're always called Anne-Marie. I've never heard anyone call them Anne. But I had another colleague called Martha Marie. And for some reason, our boss would always call her Martha. Every time he did it, she'd smile and sigh and say, it's Martha Marie. Getting someone's name wrong repeatedly is a deep kind of disrespect. It's almost literally saying, I don't care about who you are. And that's the opposite of the kind of leaders we want to work for and the kind of leader you want to be. Number 5, pronounce it how they want. If someone tells you their name is Avril, don't keep calling them Avril. You wouldn't call Star Trek's Commander Data Data because, as he once said to Dr. Pulaski, one is my name, the other is not. And rule number 6, if anyone ever picks you up on getting their name wrong, apologize immediately and commit to never making the mistake again. All of these rules for names apply to any personal interaction, but if you're a leader, it's all the more important. The simple act of getting someone's name right is the first step to building trust, respect, and relationships. Getting it wrong throws up a barrier before you've even started and leads to your team not trusting or respecting you. So follow these simple rules and don't get yourself in a mess. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you've ever mangled a name or if someone's ever messed up your name. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you very soon.